This AI agent generates and publishes posts to social media. Speak any idea into your phone and the AI agent will generate a full post that sounds like a real human. It also creates a matching image, or you could upload your own all from your phone. Then just say publish post and it's published to any platform you want. Building this from scratch took me 12 hours. But in this video, I'll show you how to get the basic version set up in minutes. First, we're going to import this AI agent template. Then I'll show you how to connect it to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. So by the end of the video, you'll have your own AI agent, then can generate and publish posts right from your phone. We're going to build out the first part of our AI agent where we're going to use a template so you don't have to build it from scratch. We are going to do that in a platform called N8N because they offer the AI agent functionality. If you don't already have an account, you can set up one for free, fill in your information, and then click on try for free. Then you will be directed into your account. So we are going to click on create a workflow, and then we will import from file. But first, you will be able to get access to the template that we're going to be importing, and also this resource sheet with all the links you need. Below in the description of this video, you can sign up for free, and then you can get access to this. And then you click on that, and then we will click on save as. Gonna save it to my computer. Then I go back here, and then I click on import from file. And then I will upload the file I just downloaded. And you will see it's already imported the first half of my AI agent, which is able to generate social media posts for me using Telegram. And the only thing left to do is to go into a few of those, and we need to make a few connections and we need to connect those different tools. Let's first go to the trigger. That's the start of our AI agent workflow. And it's a Telegram trigger. And here you have the link to Telegram. If you don't already have it, it's a free messaging app you can use on your phone, but you can also use it on your computer. So make sure to download it on your phone and on your computer. And then once you've installed it, we're going to open it. So here's my Telegram app. Now what I need to do in this trigger is I need to create a Telegram account. And if you already have an account, you don't have anything to select here. So you need to click on create a new credential, and then you need to enter an access token. And you get this by going into Telegram app. You search here for BotFather. That's the tool or the bot you use to manage your Telegram account. And you click on start. And there we go to the beginning, and here we click on new bot. Then we need to give it a name. I just call it AI agent social media demo 1. I will copy that because I need it in the next step. Okay, I made a mistake. It must end with the name bot. Then I get the access token. I copy it here by clicking on it. And then I go back to my automation workflow. I paste the access token in here. I click on save. And then it will here show that it was successful. And then it's already selected. This was Telegram account number 7. So that's good. And now I need to go to all the other Telegram nodes here. Double click. And make sure to select the correct one. So if you have several ones, just connect the one you just connected. Or if you only have one, it will only be one. Maybe it will already be connected. So I'll go through all of these tools, Telegram nodes, and connect all these accounts here. Next, we need to go to AI agent. So this is basically the centerpiece of this entire workflow. It manages the post generation and the image generation. So here's the image generation branch. Here's like the post generation where we have Google Sheet as database to store the generated posts and to update or to find them again. And this is the AI agent. If I zoom in, you see it has like 3 different access points here. It has chat model. This is the AI model that runs the AI agent, like it's the brain, the AI brain. Then we have a memory, and here we don't need to set up anything. This is basically where it can memorize all the messages you have sent it already. Now, this access token, you don't want to share it with anyone, so I will later, after this video, revoke it. And to do this, you just type in revoke, and then it will remove the access token. So I don't share this with anyone. And then to chat with your AI agent or with the bot we've just created, we click on start. And now this is the same Telegram bot that we have connected here. But in order to speak to it, we need to connect this chat model first. So let's double click it, and you see we have Anthropic account, because Anthropic is like, I found it to work the best with this AI model. And to get this, you need to go to my resource document. If you don't have an API key for Anthropic, you go to console Anthropic. Let's go in there, create a new credential, and you see you need to enter your API key. And in Anthropic, you need to sign up for a free account, and then you need to go to billing. You need to add some billing here, add some funds. You see mine is already. So it doesn't require much to run this, just a few cents to run this AI agent. But I will increase the funds here. I will add like $5 in credits. And now I can go to API keys. I click on create a new key, and I click on create a new key, and I name the key just AI agent social media test 1. And then I get my API key. So you also don't want to share this with anyone. So I will delete it before I upload the video. Click on save, and now it's connected. So this is set up here. We want to select the most recent model, which is this one. Okay, that's already correct. So here for our Google Sheet, first, we need a Google Sheet that we can connect here. And to get this, you can also go to your template and links resource section or document, and you can then click on create temp or copy template, click on make a copy. And now once you have loaded, I will give it a name, just call it YouTube demo test 1. And then you see that we have two sheets in this. We have templates. This is basically where we have a few preloaded templates so that our AI agent can model the posts it generates for us based on proven templates. So they sound more human because these are like human-made posts. And we later will also set it up that our AI agent can also add more templates to that. But first, I'll just give you an overview, and this is where our generated post is stored. Now, for now, let's go back to our workflow. Let's go back into Google Sheet. And now what you need to set up, create a new credential, and then you need to click on sign in. And then you need to select the same Google account on the list if you have several Google accounts. Click on continue. That you also have this sheet in. So if I go on here, I see, okay, this is my Google account. And this is what I need to connect also in my workflow. And then it's connected, because then I can go to here, document, and then I need to select YouTube demo test 1. So the exact name I have here, because I need the exact sheet. And then we need to select from list templates, the first one, and the rest can stay the same. I need to do this for all these Google Sheets now. So I need to select, in this case it was number 6, select the right sheet, which is this, then select the right from the list. In this case it's templates, so it's still like read templates. So we have those different Google Sheet tools, and each tool can give the AI agent one function. So this can give the AI agent a function to add new post templates. This can give it to read the templates, so it can tell us, okay, what templates do I have stored, and what templates, I can tell it what templates to use, what post style for my post, and then it can access this. And the next is to delete post templates is another function, so it can delete columns or rows basically, and then the AI agent will take care of that for us. In here we also are in templates, and then we have the second Google Sheet features we need. This is about the generating posts, so it can basically update post text. So if we generate post text, it will save them in the Google Sheet, and it can update the post text if you want to. So here it's like generated post, that's the correct sheet. Then it can obviously save new posts. Once it generated a post for us in Telegram, it can save it to the Google Sheet. That's important because the Google Sheet is going to be our database that we're going to use for the publishing process. So we can store the post text and the generate image first, and then pass it on to the specific social media platform we want to publish it on. Generate posts. No, that was wrong. No, it was right. Good. And we will also do a test once we've set it up, so we can check if everything was set up correctly. Now, finally, there are two more things we need to connect. First, it's the OpenAI generate image. So this module here. And here we need to connect your OpenAI account. So you click on create a new credential, go back to my resource sheet, scroll down here to OpenAI, open that. I need to create also a API key, create a secret key. I give it a name. AI agent demo social media test 1. Project, default project, create secret key. Also don't share this with anyone. So I will delete this key after I upload the video. And then it's connected. And then here, this is basically, everything is set up already perfectly. So we don't need to do anything. This is generating the image. So for us, for our post topic, and the final step we need is Google Drive. And here the Google Drive account, you need to click on create new credential. And to connect your Google Drive account is not as straightforward as connecting the Google Sheet. So you can't just log in to your Google account and then it will be connected. It's a little bit different here. You need client ID and client secret. Now to get this, you need to go, it's still not complicated, but you need to know the steps. So you need to go to Google Cloud Console first. And then can you use your account you just have and connect it, or you need to sign up with one if you've never used it before. And then you need to go to enable APIs and services. So if you've never used it before, it may look like this. I click on agree and continue. Then I can create a new project. Then I could name it my Drive Connection AI Agent Social Media Demo. Organization. Well, let's click on create. Okay, looks like it's too long. Let's just call it that. Click create. Then I need to enable API and services. So this can take a little bit sometimes. It's not the fastest platform. So don't wonder if it's loading for a few seconds before something shows up here. Now it's already somehow giving me the Google Drive. Maybe it just found it. The other options you have is like, you can go to, if it doesn't already display it, then you can go to library. If I click on library, there you could search for it. And then it will appear and then you can activate it. Then I could click on it. Now it's already enabled, so I already activated it. So then I can click on here, the navigation menu. Now here I go to the menu here and then APIs and services. There I need to go to credentials. Here I need to click on create credentials. I need to select OAuth client ID. Now here I need first configure this consent screen, so I click here. Now here, user type, I select external. Click create. Now here I can give it a name, so it's just my AI agent social media demo. Support email, just select my email. I don't need a logo. I don't need an app domain. Don't need any of that. The developer contact information, I put in the same email address. Then I click save and continue. Now here I need to define, okay, what type of scopes, this means, okay, what type of functions do I want to access from Google Drive? And to do that, I go to add and remove scopes. And here I have a list of all the access I can have, or the functions or features I need. So for me, I need something related to Google Drive. Moment. Keeps. Let's switch it to 50. So here we have what I need. Google Drive, auth file, maybe this. See and download. Have drive file, drive read only. Okay. I think it also gave me like drive metadata read only. So that's all I need. And important to click on update. And then those will be added to the list. Good. So now let's click save and continue. Now I need to add myself as a test user here. The email address. Click add. Let's add it, save, continue. Okay, let's go back to the dashboard. Now I can go back to credentials. Now I can click on create credentials. Now here I need to select my application type, web application. We can ignore that. Then we need to an authorized redirect URL. Now I got this from ChatGPT, so that's this one. That's what I need. So I add it here. Click create. Now I can get the client ID here. So now here I see the client ID and client secret. Obviously you don't want to share this with anyone, so I will delete this before I upload this video. Let's copy it, then go back. That's the client ID and the client secret. Let's copy that as well and paste it in here. Now we'll be prompted to sign in with the same account that I've just set up in this cloud console. Let's here click continue. These are like all the scopes. I need to select all, like all the permissions I need. Now it was successful. And once you've done that, you can select a folder in this Google Drive. You can create one and then you can select it from the drop-down where the images will be stored. So, and then we go to the next one here. We select the correct Google Drive account you just connected. And here we don't need to do anything. And I think that was it. Let's save it. And now we can click on test workflow and we're going to test it if it works. So it already has recognized the start message. So let's actually switch it to active so we can run a proper test. So we will test if all the features it has will work. So first we want to know, give me a list of all post styles and a list of all, yeah, I think that's it. And then it should go in there and it should give me a list of these post styles, key points, key facts, and summary. Key points, key facts, and summary. Next, I want to check, okay, can it save a post style? Let's say I'm on social media and I find a post I like and I want to add it to my database so I can create posts for myself based on this style. I can say add this post as new style. And then it should save it to my sheet and giving it a new name. You see, yes, it gave it the name video promo. So let's go back here and you see here it added it. Right? Okay, it already made a template out of it. Now the next is obviously we wanted to generate a post for us. Now generate a post on this topic, building muscle on vegan diet. Use post style. Let's say we use the post style video promo. Here, click on that. And then it should generate the post text for me. Yes. Now let's see if it already saved it. No, it hasn't. That's okay, because I need to tell it. Save this, so I could even update it, but I want to save it now. Save this post text, and it already asks me what platforms do I want to publish it on. So I can say, hey, and platforms to publish are, I could say like Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. It could be, these are the ones I can also type LinkedIn, but we just name the 3 now. Now that the post text should be appearing now in this Google Sheet in a few seconds. Okay, here I see it wasn't saved, so there might be something that's not set up properly. So let's test it. Let's do a test again. Let's see what it does. Now we can really follow the actions it performs. It tries to understand my message. Then it adds the post text, and I see here, okay, here's an error. Okay, I see. It tells me to refresh. It tells me to refresh this. Maybe that was it. Let's go back. Let's click on save again. Let's test it again. Let's see if it works now. So this model, this node should work. It looks good. And now it has worked. The final thing we need to test is the image. So I will just type generate image. And that's all I would need to type. It will automatically generate the image for this post. So obviously here. Okay, so let's click on test workflow. And then it should trigger this generate image. Yes, so now it has recognized that the message contains generate image. That's what this switch is for. And then it will execute this path. It will generate the image. It will use the post text as the topic for the image. And then it will generate this for me. Okay, here's a problem. Okay, yes, I know what we have not done yet is we need to insert the bot API. That's like the access token. We need to go back to the bot father here. Let's get the access token. And we need to insert it in here. Insert it in here. And also in here. Only this place here. Good. Save it. And now let's trigger it again and see if it works. So let's pick this again. Let's type generate image again. And now we have gotten the image. It was generated, and also, so here's also the image URL. So if we click on it, it will download this image. You see that's the image, right? That we were shown here. And now I can say yes. To save the image URL, right? I can say, hey, save this. I need to copy that first. Save this image to the post. And then if I go to test workflow, it should add now this image URL to this post here. Let's see what it does. Now it was saved here. Okay, what I notice is, okay, in the template right now, it looks like it's the old template. And there should be something called, so we don't need image display here, we need just platform. And that's why we got the error earlier, right? So we need to go in here. And you see here, what we actually need is this needs to go. Let's save this for now and we need to reload it. And now it's correct. Now it has the platform also where we need to specify where it should be published, and we need to do the same here. So if you reload it, you see now we have platform. We paste that in here. That's good. And also here. Okay, we don't need it here. Let's click save. And now what we want actually also, okay, I want to as platform to publish for this post is Instagram and Facebook. And now it should basically mark it in here. See what it tells us. Have been updated to Instagram and Facebook. Okay, it used this post because we have two of the same. So let's remove that again. Then let's go back again. Let's test it again. Let's go here, test the workflow. And now here we can see the platforms Instagram and Facebook have been selected. So the first part of our AI agent now works. To get our AI agent to publish to social media platforms, we are going to use a different platform because to set this up in N8N is too technical for beginners, and I found an easy way to do this that also works really well. And we're going to switch on to another platform called make.com where you can set up automations. You can also get started for free. They have a free plan you can see here, which gives you a 1,000 operations per month, which is perfectly fine to run our AI agent publishing process. So click on get started for free. And once you've logged in, you click on create a new scenario. A scenario is like a workflow. It has a similar interface. You can put in new modules here and connect different tools. And here it's easier to connect those social media platforms. And the first module we need, like it's a start point, and we need a webhook. We call it a custom webhook. We need click on add, click save. That's all we need for now. Now we have the first part of this, and to check if it works, we need to go back to our workflow. And now we need to continue this part here. This path here, let's drag this to the right. And then we need to, let's unlink this for now. And here we have the switch, right? That recognizes if our word we type here or the message is like contains generate image, because when it does contain that, then it will basically run into this. So it will recognize, okay, the text contains generate image, it will run into this branch to generate the image for us. Now we need the same, okay, if it doesn't contain the word generate image, but it should, if it contains the word publish post, right? Then it should go to a publishing branch. And so here we have, okay, is this the one? Yes, so this is where we have specify the text message. So if this text message contains, we need it to contains publish post. Gonna rename it. And we also need the other one in the other case if it doesn't contain that. So if the message does not contain, and it should just go to the normal response, publish post, then we rename that output so we see it in our workflow. Let's go back. Now you see we have two outputs, and now if it doesn't contain publish post, then it will just go to the standard response. But when it does contain it, then it should send the information of our post that we want to publish to this automation, because this is where we're gonna publish it to the different platforms. And to achieve that first, what we need to do, or how I set it up, we need to tell it, right, what post should it publish. So if I type publish post, and then I want to have the ID of the post, so you see every post has an ID, so then I can tell it exactly what post I want to be published, and then it can find in my Google Sheet, my database, the post with the ID, and then it can pass on this information here to the automation, so it's published properly on these platforms. And to get this, I need to have a field, edit fields, where here the message, right, when it contains publish post, we need to extract the post ID. And that's where I have this code for, which I figured out by talking to Claude.ai, which gave me the information how to do this. And this is just a field to set. I call it post ID. So it just extracts the post ID, and you will see how it works because we will test it now. So if I click on enter here, it should run to this field, to this branch, as you see here. And when I open it, the output is post ID. That's perfect. Because now we need to look into our Google Sheet to find the post with this ID. So we click here, Google Sheet. We want to have get rows in a sheet. Select the right sheet, get rows, select the right document. This is the one. Which sheet should it search for? Generate posts. And then we need to add a filter. Filter is what it should look for, and then we have the value. This. Good. Save. So here we need to connect it now to this webhook, because this is what receives information from this. So we need to send it there. And to do this, we need to go and search for HTTP request. Then here we need to go to post. And then we hear the URL. We get this from here. So this is this URL. Copy address to clipboard. Paste it in here. Then we need to click on send headers. And here the header parameters are content type, value is application JSON, and then in the body, this is where the information is sent. This is JSON using fields below. Now we have body parameters. So this is like the information we need to send, right? So what do we need? I want to send the post text. So I will send this. So here I will define the variable, the name of it, post text, and like this is the value. But I think what we will do here is we will run it once, right? So I will get it here, I will activate it, and then we will use this message again here, because then we can match the fields properly and you can see it. Here, now it runs, it gets the data, and now here it's an error because we haven't set it up properly. But now you see all the different variables here, or the values we can pass on. So here the post text, right? This is what the Google Sheet module gets for us. We need the post text. What else do we need? We need a post ID, and we get this here. Then we need the image URL, right? Image URL. We drag in that. Then we need the platform. We drag this in here. And what we also need is the row number. Let's drag it in here. Okay, then everything is set up. Okay, here we need to click on redetermine data structure. Then we need to go here, test workflow, then post it. And then now it should get the information, yes, it has worked. And this has also worked, good. Now we click on copy. And now, let's try again, because now we can see the specific information it gets us. So test workflow, post it again. and then it should receive the information we are sending. And you see here, post text, post ID, image URL, platform's row number. Perfect. Now we can continue with the setup. But before we do that, I will go back here and add another message response because I want to have a confirmation here that the message was sent or transmitted. I've duplicated this. Okay, it's gone here. Good. So now let's do a quick test again. So if I now type this in, it will send the information and I will get a response. It says, hey, the post has been transmitted for publishing to Instagram and Facebook. So it tells me exactly which platforms this was selected for, this post. And it does it because I've set this up here in the AI agent. System instructions, right here, basically, if the user types publish post, only tell them the post has been transmitted to the corresponding platforms named in a Google Sheet. That's why it does it. But this is already predefined in the template you've uploaded. So you can basically tell the AI agent what to do and how to respond. Now let's go here. Now what we need here is a router because we will set up the connections to the different platforms now. We need 4, so we're going to connect Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter. First, let's do Facebook. You need to create a post with photos, and then you need to add your Facebook connection. You click on save, and then you will be prompted to sign in with your Facebook account, and then you can add the connection and make sure you have like Facebook pages created under your name in account, and then you can select them here. Then you click on add photos. And then here we need to select download from URL, and there we can match the URL here. And then here, caption is not the post text is actually this here. And now what we also want to do, we want to set up a filter here because we only want when this basically contains the word Facebook. So when the platform here contains Facebook, only then it should run, right? Only then it should publish to Facebook. Next, we will do Instagram. So we'll type in Instagram, create a photo post, and then here, well, you will be prompted to log in with your Facebook account. It's basically a similar process as the idea above. And before you do that, make sure that you have in your Facebook page, which you need a Facebook page for that. And then you go to settings, and then you go to where it says connected accounts. And then you see you need to connect your Facebook page to an Instagram account. And once you have done that, then you can basically select the page, which is in this case just your Instagram account from the dropdown. Now the photo URL here is obviously the same. The caption is also the post text here. And that's it. Click on save, and then also we set up a filter by clicking on here. If the platform contains Instagram, only then should it be published there. Next, we will do LinkedIn, and for LinkedIn, we need to first have an HTTP get the file because it first needs to download the file from this URL. Click OK. And now then we can do the LinkedIn, search for LinkedIn. And here we need to create a user image post. Here you just click on add and you sign in with your LinkedIn account, and then it's connected. And here we only need to, so this, make sure this is selected, but it's already pre-selected. So here in the content, we have the post text. Here you can like make settings to the visibility. This is good. And now we need to set up also the filter here. If platforms contains LinkedIn, then it will be published here. Click save. We also want to click save here because it doesn't automatically save. And finally here we need Twitter. Now Twitter requires a few more steps. The first thing we need is that Twitter has a character limit of like 200 characters or something like that. So we need to make sure that our character count is reduced so that this post has obviously more than 200 characters, is reduced to 200 characters or less, otherwise we get an error. So we need another model here. We're going to use just OpenAI because you already have like the API key from OpenAI, right, that you used here. You could also use Claude here, but we're going to use OpenAI because they have a cheap model that we can use for that. So here you click on add, and then you put in the same API key that you pasted in here, basically, or you just create a new one in OpenAI and paste it in here. And then you can use that. We can use a model. We're going to use a very cheap model, so O1 mini. That's very cheap, and it's enough for that. Oh, we don't need O1. We actually, what I wanted to do is GPT-4o mini. That's what I wanted. And then we need a prompt, which you already have here. So the Twitter post summarizer or minimizer. So here we need to click add message, role user, and then we add the content of this. And okay, there's something missing here, which is this one, because we also need like the following post text, and this is the post text. Should be less than 100 characters to be safe, otherwise we get an error in this publishing process. Click save. Next, we also need get file, so the same process like we have for LinkedIn. Here, URL, select it from the drop down here, where we have it, image URL, click OK, click save. And now in Twitter, you need like to have a two-step process. We can search for Twitter here, and the first thing we need to switch this to V5, and then we need to click on upload a media. And then here, you need to click on add account and select advanced settings, then you get API key and API secret. And you get this from your Twitter developer account. Go to developer.x.com, and there you log in into your account, and then you go to developer portal. There you have to create an app. I will just use the same name here, plug it in here, click next. Let's go to app settings. We need to set up user authentication settings. Now, here you need to select the bottom, read and write and direct message. Then you go to web app. Now here we need to add URLs. And you find this on this link, which will also get in the resource below this video. And here we need to add these two URLs. The first one here, then let's click add another one. We will add this below that. And then here we need to add this one. For terms of service, we will just add these two. Click save. Now we can go to keys and tokens. Now we go to API key and secret. Let's go to this. Then you click on add item, and then you select this get file. Okay. Good. Then we need to go back, add the Twitter again, switch it to V6. And then here we need to click on create a post. And then also here you need to add your client ID and client secrets. Let's get back to our developer account, and you will find this here. So let's go to regenerate. Here we get our client secret. And here, once you've done that, you go to text content here. So the text content comes from the AI. This is the result. Show advanced settings. And here in the media ID, we select this from drop down and select this one. Click save. And now we need to add the filter here. Condition is platform contains Twitter. Save. And finally, what we want to do is after it's published, let's say we want to save the information back to our Google Sheet, so that here the publishing date is saved, right? So that is very useful for us. And to do this, we go to here and we go to search for Google Sheet. We're going to click on update a row, and then you click on add, and you click on sign in with Google. Make sure to sign in with the same account that you have this Google Sheet in. And then once you've done that, I select mine from the drop down here. You go to search from all, and then you go in here to my Google Sheet. I grab this ID, right? I could also like search by path, and I can try to find it. But that's sometimes that's confusing, and that's why I use this method here. I type the sheet ID, and then switch this off. And then we should find the sheet name, generated posts. Now the row number is this one. And here, under publish date, it should just save the current time. And the current time is this here. It's this code. I plug this in here, and then it will be saved to that. Now we'll just duplicate this a few times. Okay. Click Save. Now let's do a test run. So first I will actually just select run once because I want to see if there are errors and if it executed properly. So this is now switched on. Now I can go in here. I can also click on test workflow. And now this is how it works. Like I need to go to type in publish post and then the ID of the post I want to publish. Right? If I don't remember what the post is, then I can just say, hey, what posts do I have generated, right? And then it will give me the answer to that. And then it will also give me with the ID. So as you see here, I have this post. Okay, then I can, type in publish post. And you see even it's like selected to be published for these platforms. That's good. And then I click on this and I submit the message. And then now this path should be executed and it's going to run. So you see this branch runs. So the filter has passed. It will be published to Facebook right now. Next, it will go to Instagram. And then this will not be published because this is not selected. It's only to be selected to be published for, as it says, Instagram and Facebook. It has been transmitted. And then it's going here. And you see this, everything was executed perfectly. And if I reload it, you see the post was just published. Now on Facebook also I see it was published here. And now let's also test the other platforms. So let's say update the post to be published to LinkedIn and Twitter only. Now what I will do actually now, I will switch it to, again, to run once, right? So you can see if there are any errors in the workflow. And here I will switch this to active because this thing already works. So I no longer have to test it. So I could already use it. So then I go in here, it will automatically execute everything. And now the only thing left to test is this. So this, first it needs to be updated, right? So it updated a post to have been changed from Instagram to LinkedIn and Twitter. And you can even do a quick check. Is it correct? Yes, LinkedIn and Twitter. Now I can type publish post. What was the ID? That was the ID here. And now it should be published, right? To this branch and this branch. So this will now receive information. So when I see here, I made a spelling mistake. So it's really important to be accurate here with this. Now it should work. So now it will be correctly sent. And this should now receive information. Yes, it does. So it doesn't publish to Facebook and Instagram, but it published to LinkedIn. And also this works here. Twitter works. Perfect. And also I see the post time when it was published is updated. And now I can see on LinkedIn, yes, it was published. And also on my Twitter account, the short version was also published. So this system now works. The only final thing left to do is I select immediately as data arrives. Delete. I go back here and then I turn it to on. I switch it to on. This is turned to active, and the only thing you have to do, you just chat with your AI agent here, and that's all. And now this system can generate and publish posts just from in Telegram. If you want to see more videos like this on how I build these AI-powered systems without coding skills or technical background, please like and subscribe so you don't miss any of my new videos.